H is definitely in the building.
Yo.
Big E is definitely in the building.
Yo.
Dante is definitely in the building.
Yo.
Crazy ass Dre is definitely in the building. And I'm Soup, and welcome to Superstars of Sports. But before we start the show, let me get a couple things from y'all.
We need y'all to rate, like, comment, share, subscribe, anything that you do in your socials. Y'all get those numbers up. Let's run those numbers up. Spin Wax Radio, what up? You can listen to us there. You can listen to us on Spotify, Google Play, obviously our YouTube channel, Superstars of Sports. Like H always says,
Costs absolutely nothing to show love, y'all.
all the love in the world. We need it, man. Just a quick share. That's all we need from y'all. Just a quick share. Get the word out. I know y'all love listening to us every week. We love bringing y'all the hot content from the barbershop. So let's keep rising together, and we appreciate y'all. The time is upon us, H. All the talking is done. It's playoff, NBA playoff, H. How confident are you in that? That's a beautiful Sixers hat you're wearing today, sir.
Yeah.
How confident are you in your team?
I tried it, y'all. I tried it.
How confident are you in your team?
I'm gonna say this. Prior to this, all this crazy shit and Glenn drawing,
Yeah.
I kept saying Eastern Conference Game 6. If we win or lose, that's what I think we deserve.
He first conference finals or?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go and say Eastern Conference Finals again. Forget the game. We got to get there.
Okay.
Anything less than that is a failure to me.
Okay.
I don't care about no circumstances. I don't care about our bench not being what we're supposed to have. If Glenn can coach this right,
Glenn, not Doc.
Glenn, we should be able to get to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
This is not hard. But if he want to throw his little shit in there, and next thing you know, we got the wrong lineup at the wrong time and the wrong guy taking the wrong game-winning shot, we might be out in second round. But I'm Eastern Conference Finals.
In this round one, so I'm agree with you. I am agree with you. Anything less than the Eastern Conference Final is a foul. No matter how the team is constructed, you have Harden, you have Embiid. You're supposed to be a Hall of Fame coach.
Right.
Get us to the ECF.
Right.
Get us to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Right.
I personally feel we're losing in 6.
Which round?
1.
Whoa!
Round 1.
Cuz.
Round 1.
How you feel?
I'm not too confident about beating Toronto either.
So, wait, I'm going to go back to E. You think we're going to lose in the first round?
If they did, it wouldn't surprise me.
But do you think we're going to lose? See, E said they're going to lose in the first round.
I'm not going to say definitely, but I'm not going to be like what happened.
I need you to put your stamp on something today.
Yeah.
Because E put his stamp, I got my stamp. I say Eastern Conference, you say they're going in the first round.
Round 1.
You going round 1.
Going round 1.
It could be 4-0 or 3-3. They're going.
I'm going 4 games to 2. The Raptors are beating us. We're
Raptors
going to
beating us 4
We're going
games.
to lose in Toronto in Game 6 without Matisse Thybulle because of the vaccination.
Raptors beating us. Cuz, put a stamp on something. I'll give you 2
It's
seconds.
hard to put a stamp on it because I don't give a damn.
Tay, give me something.
Oh,
no.
Yeah,
Tay, give me
it's
something.
really hard. I hate to say it.
I'm gonna say finals. I'm going with the finals.
We're going to the finals?
I think we're going
You said we got us coming out the East.
So anything less is a disappointment?
I can roll with the Eastern Conference Finals, but it had to be a battle.
But you saying finals?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm going
finals. Sam, what you want?
Second round.
Oh,
Ooh. You got the Heat getting us up out of
he
here.
said we second round, we done. Cuz, come on, put a stamp on something.
I really don't give a damn about the Sixers, yo.
Well, so what has gotten you to the point? Is it the lack of exposure from Harden?
Yeah, it just
Lack of faith in Doc?
Inconsistency, period.
it's all of it, yo.
Yo, I can't wait till Doc got here. I am at my point where I am tired of him talking to the media as if he is some fucking blessing in disguise.
As if he's Greg Popovich.
Like we can't, right? Like I say we. Obviously, it's not me.
Fans.
But the media cannot ask you a legitimate basketball question. Like, hey, you've seen what Paul Reed has done the last week of the season. Do you think he should maybe be the backup center? And your first comment is, yo, we're not doing that. We're not going on a Paul Reed victory tour.
What else did he say? We play when bigs come in. We play
Right,
DeAndre
yeah.
Jordan. When small, you ain't played the motherfucker all season.
Ain't no bigs.
So there was no bigs and no small.
But you asked me to put a stamp on something.
Right.
That's because as a fan, you gotta put a
DeAndre
stamp.
Jordan is 5 years past him being a viable option.
At this
Listen,
point,
I know.
At this point,
Yeah,
me and you can do better than DeAndre Jordan.
for sure. I'm gonna get away the rim. Like I'm like, he's not even getting in the way of the rim, cuz. The other team is finishing like 72% at the
He ain't
rim,
even set a
and you're
pick no
supposed
more.
to be a
You don't know how to set a
protector.
pick. You don't know how to set a pick no more. Cuz, how you that big know how to set a
He
pick?
just don't care no more.
Right, he was. He just hanging on.
Right.
And my thing is like, look, I see what Doc sees on why he doesn't want to play Paul Reed. Because he's just the Tasmanian devil out there. Like just a bag full of energy that doesn't stick to the strip, whatever. But you gotta let, that's something if you've been playing him from November, he would have got out of his system by now, and he could have been a viable option. But because you're so focused on quote unquote the right way, and I get it, we had Andre Drummond to begin the season, so that kind of way made sense. But the games that Embiid was out with COVID, or there are games where you could have maybe rested him during it and give Reed the shot. No, you went and got Paul Millsap. And as soon as Paul Millsap came in the trade, he's getting top. He's
That's
getting
Soupa,
tipped.
man. Soupa always say he like Paul Millsap. Go ahead.
Damn.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
So
You
where
told
was
me when he was in Atlanta?
all bro?
Yeah, yeah.
But like he could have gotten his way out of it. Like I know, like as a coach, sometimes frustrating when you have a player that doesn't stick to the system and it's just out there wild. That you can get that one great play that all of us fans attach to, but then there's 3 or 4 plays behind it that is just batshit crazy. That fouls that don't need to happen. You diving off of loose balls that don't need to be done for. You trying to steal the inbound pass and you call and now the fans break the other way. I get all that part, but he is the best option we have, especially against a Toronto team that is going to 6'7" us to death. They don't have no big guys. They're 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Nick Nurse is going to coach circles around Doc Rivers. They're going to consistently double and triple team Embiid.
Whoa! Hot take.
Oh yeah, Nick Nurse is a top 3 coach in the league.
Hot take. Is Nick Nurse better coach than Glenn Davis?
By far. Do you think Doc Rivers?
Glenn Rivers. I said.
You think Glenn Rivers is taking this Toronto team to a 5 seed in the East? Just swap it. We're just switching coaches. We're not making no other changes.
I gotta pause him. This might shut us down. You think Glenn Rivers is a worse coach than Nick Nurse?
I think with the talent that he has and where they at.
Who's a better coach? Fuck the talent.
No, you gotta look at the talent.
He just said Nick Nurse was. Fuck the
You gotta
talent.
look at the
The
talent.
Raptors only
Fuck
2
the talent.
games behind
Is it Nick
us.
Nurse? Fuck the
You
talent.
gotta look at the talent though because
Nick Nurse is a better coach.
For what he giving,
I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want.
Oh, no,
I gotta
no,
say this on a hot take. It's a hot take.
Yeah.
This is a hot take.
for them being right behind us.
They're only
for
2
the
games behind
talent they
us.
had.
And you can't even tell me who
Yeah.
their stars. Like I know you know
I
basketball.
agree.
Right.
I just wanted to say they are. I agree.
Listen, man.
I agree.
There's only
I didn't want to say it because it's a hot take.
There's only you can go in, you rank however you want to rank it, but
Do you agree? All right.
I
but
don't think he's top 3 though.
But you think he's better than Glenn?
who's better as a coach than Nick Nurse?
Nick Nurse or Glenn
Heat's
Rivers?
coach.
Who?
The Heat coach.
Spoelstra's up there,
The
absolutely.
Suns coach.
Monty Williams is up there.
Grizzlies coach.
I don't know his name, but he's up there. Now I don't think so. I think Monty Williams is a great coach.
Monty
Monty-
Grizzlies
But see, I still
coach
look at
up there
Monty
right
as-
now.
No,
See,
not
Monty
right
has
now.
a- But Monty has a lot of talent.
Tyrone, yeah,
Right.
Monty
See, that's
is a
what I'm
good
saying.
coach. I don't think Monty is
Right.
better than Monty might win Coach of the Year because of the talent in the season
He's
he
got
led up to.
talent.
But he has Chris Paul on the floor that's coaching along with him. I'm not knocking Monty. I think Monty is a better coach than Glenn Rivers as well.
He has a lot of talent.
But I'm
You
saying
gotta
when
look
we're
at the
talking
talent.
about
You gotta look on the
coaching,
floor.
Memphis coach,
Even when
Spoelstra's
he-
coach,
but he didn't
Tyrone
coach
Lue
at
from the Clippers. Tyrone Lue from the Clippers is a better coach than Doc
You
Rivers.
just say Monty's better than Glenn Rivers?
Yes. I'm like Glenn, Doc, Glock, whatever you want to call him, may be lucky to be in the top 10 coaches in the league right now.
Oh, Popovich still missing.
Popovich, I like Quinn Snyder. I like Budenholzer.
Steve Kerr.
I just seen too many games lost behind his coaching, yo.
Stubbornness. And
I
it's not-
understand
it's
that part.
stubbornness.
It's just certain guys I'm not willing to say.
Because
better.
you can watch
and
it.
Monty Williams ain't one of
You
them.
can-
Yet.
See, Monty Williams has a lot of talent, so I can't really
Yet.
give Monty
I'm
that.
saying yet. Monty's a great, good coach.
Monty did a lot of good work in New Orleans when he had Chris Paul and they had
Was he the head coach?
yeah.
When he had who?
It was,
Oh,
it was,
when he
I
had
remember
it
that
was
year.
Paul and
No,
the
That was
dude-
the
the
year
dude
the
that went
commissioner
to
brought
go-
the trade for Chris Paul to go to the Lakers.
Right.
But when he
Remember
had
that
who?
Chris Paul.
I mean, he went 8-0 in the bubble.
Talent.
I mean, I know.
No,
it's
I
You
get
know what I'm
that.
saying? So I gotta
But I'm
see,
saying,
you know what I
so
mean?
you can't. Well, I mean, we have talent too, but Doc is a bad coach, right? Like,
You think Monty can play this hand better?
Oh yeah, I wanted remember Monty Williams was assistant coach for us. I wanted Monty.
I'm not knocking that.
Yeah.
This hand we got.
Yeah, Monty was that
We
better.
unplug Glenn. We insert.
Yeah,
Monty.
because
I think we get further.
I watched. Yes, I
I
watched.
think Indiana coach would have played his hand better.
Indiana coach.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick Carlisle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Because there were certain things when we played them that I'm like, why Doc don't see what's going on?
Yeah.
okay, so
Doc
let's
is
say,
stubborn.
Even though
okay,
they
so,
lost the game, there was certain stuff that he was doing that it wasn't a landslide because of how he was coaching it.
Jason Kidd in Dallas might be a better coach.
okay, so let's
than Doc.
say that, okay, y'all feel like us advancing is not really on the players we got, it's going to be on the coaching. Because if y'all saying that,
No, I think you should be reversed. Us advancing is because the players are just that good, not because of what Doc's going to do to get us there.
right,
Yeah.
right.
If we lose, it's going to be because Doc can't adjust.
Y'all
properly.
feel like Monty, we're going to win the series. We're going to go to the Eastern Conference.
If we have money, yeah, absolutely.
Y'all feel like Doc is second round
Like,
exit,
like,
first
when
round.
they played Denver, did you see them adjust?
So y'all putting our success solely on Doc.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Who he put on the floor?
For this year, yeah.
And that's why I'm saying.
That's all that matters right now.
Because again, we're sitting here talking about DeAndre Jordan.
I-
Like we know Jada,
Okay.
like we're playoffs, right? You said it at the beginning. We all said it. Playoff time come. Your bench is only 8 deep at most, right? The fact that DeAndre Jordan is going to be one of those 8, like so, pretty much for the rest of
Why he in the conversation?
right. So pretty much it's going to be Shake, it's going to be Niang, and it's going to be DeAndre Jordan. Those are supposedly. Right, hopefully we don't do what he did last year and go with a whole 10-man rotation through the playoffs. Like his stubbornness and his want to play the entire bench like it's a regular season game is also what cost us last year.
I can't disagree, bro. I've been, we talked about it and I said it before.
No, I think it's
My
I
fear is Glenn.
don't think it's the stubbornness.
He is stubborn.
No,
to
I
me,
think,
to my
I think,
my-
they,
my-
I think,
bro.
no, I think they parents in the audience and they gotta play because that's what the shit remind me of. Remind me of little kid
Right,
shit
right.
where
They pay the
you
youth
gonna
fee.
get cursed out
Yeah,
by
First
somebody.
time,
Yeah, give me some minutes. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Paul
I can't go
Millsap-
down here. My son ain't play.
Paul
You know?
Millsap-
But I
Yeah.
agree with you on the stubborn. He's stuck in his ways.
He's so
Like,
stuck in the ways, and
Reed should have been
and then you
playing.
can't even question him. I don't know how good this dog gonna be, but Bassey, right? We drafted him. He's a center. He's athletic. He played a couple games for Joe. Again, he wasn't perfect, but there was one game I think he had a double for Joe. It helped us win a game, right? Played the next game, wasn't as efficient, but
Well, you
still
know
held
he's
his
hard
own.
on young guys.
And that's the
He's
problem.
been known to
and
be
that's
like
and
that.
that's what I
But
mean
that's a
by
problem.
stubborn.
That's a problem.
He's
Though.
That's
a
what I-
dinosaur.
That's what I
He's
mean by
old school.
That's what I mean by stubborn.
Old school coaches hate young guys.
Right. And that's what I mean by stubborn. Like you gotta he was forced to play Maxey
Yeah.
Right.
because
right,
of the
right,
situation
right,
with the
right,
dude up in
right.
Brooklyn.
He didn't, and he rolled Maxey. The first year, he rolled Maxey.
Right. Like I mean
Rolled Maxey.
Maxey literally won us game 5 against the Hawks last year, I think it was. You know what I'm saying? And he barely was trying to give him minutes when he seen Ben should have been yanked and you should have had Maxey in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But he just couldn't
No
do
adjustments.
it. He just
Then we
no
might not
adjustments.
be where we at right now.
And he-
Ben might still be on the team if Maxey and he put Ben to the side and let Maxey ball out.
Yeah.
You never know.
So
I'm just saying.
I got the Sixers losing the 6 in Toronto. It was one of those things like it's crazy if we can beat Toronto. I see the Heat as our next opponent, and I see that's an easy dub for us.
Who did he got first round?
Right. So right now they got to wait for the winner of the Cleveland Atlanta game.
So they get one of them too?
Yeah. Boston gets Brooklyn.
Well, I feel like Atlanta shocked the world and beat them.
It's gonna be who? Miami.
Heat.
It wouldn't be surprising because to me, Atlanta shouldn't have been as bad as they were all year long.
I want that. You know why?
Yeah, I thought Atlanta was
Because
gonna
we
be
get
better
them
than
pussies
this.
again?
It had to be Eastern Conference Finals.
Or we don't get Atlanta again?
Yeah,
If Atlanta,
Well,
if
yeah. Atlanta
win,
beats Miami. Yeah. We'll get
I
second round.
want that to happen.
You want ice cold? You
I
want ice straight?
want that pussy.
Okay.
Because I want him to understand that what he did last year was a mirage. It was a facade. It was a
He went
facade.
out there and bust their ass.
Actually, here's the
He
crazy
gonna
thing.
do it again?
He didn't do. He
Hold
didn't-
up, time out.
He didn't do that
Hey,
much.
son, what you say, son?
He did a lot to it, yo.
I'll tag
You know what he did? He won.
I mean, yeah, okay,
He
yeah,
won.
he won. Yeah, all right,
He
got
lied
what
to
you're
us. He
saying.
sent us home.
My
So
son,
before we move
my
on,
son just turned on me.
I mean, I don't want to question your parenting. I'm gonna let you handle that
No,
off the
I
cameras.
trust
We do
you.
not.
No, I do it on
condone
camera.
violence.
I do it on camera.
Before we move on to the rest of the playoffs, to get your opinion on the Thibault situation. Right, we found out unceremoniously last year when we had to play last week when we had to go up to Toronto and realized he couldn't travel with the team. that the man is not vaccinated. So
He
that means
believes in holistic healing. You know? It is what it is.
I'm just giving you your opinion on it.
Honestly, at this point with the world and everything, if you believe in vaccination, you believe in it.
Right.
If you get vaccinated, you get vaccinated. You don't, you don't.
Yeah.
It seems to be no matter what the situation is, people are catching it, not catching it, whatever.
Yeah.
I've been unscathed. I've been lucky.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Still
I
not vaccinated.
thought you had it.
I think I got the card.
I thought I
You got the
did.
Antonio
I thought I
Brown.
had it, but my shit came negative.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about no false negative. So
He had the Antonio Brown.
point
card.
being is, the Sixers knew this.
Correct.
Fuck what we know.
So they should have been doing things to try to avoid playing Toronto.
And
like not lose to Detroit 10 days ago.
and you should have adjusted your roster accordingly.
Okay.
Meaning,
Maybe that's why Danny Green was put into the starting lineup.
but he's ass.
I
So
agree.
somewhere in that trade when we gave away Seth, let us get a garbage defensive guy who can't score but can play defense
We
for
got Paul Millsap, though.
at least 12 minutes.
Yeah, we got Paul
Fuck Paul Millsap.
No.
Give me somebody else who can play defense for 12 minutes in the game.
Yeah.
And we maybe could be a little bit in a better position. I don't want to look.
You think he should get vaccinated?
I think I'm fine with
Who
his
cares?
decision.
He's
Yeah,
thighable.
I'm respecting his wishes.
He's thighable.
I
Would
already
you have that
has
same
one
answer if
in
it
the
was
shot.
Would you say, Ty?
I already has one in the shot.
He did get, but you need to be fully vaccinated to enter Canada.
Yeah, it takes 2
So-
weeks. I think like
so-
a 2 week period before you get the
Yeah,
second
yeah. So you gotta
Would
get.
you feel that way if it was in
Oh, I'd be a lot more mad if it was Embiid.
How about you, guys?
one. I respect people's wishes with medical stuff.
I would have.
Embiid or Thigh?
I would have.
No, I don't care if
No,
the
I
whole
would've-
team wasn't vaccinated. If you don't want to be vaccinated, that's
Yeah.
that's your thing.
I would
You know
respect
what I'm
Embiid. Still, I would just be more mad as a fan. Like,
You?
that's my guy.
Does it impact you more if it was Embiid rather than
I mean,
Thigh?
it's his decision.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
I'll be
respect people's
mad.
decisions.
Not at him though. But
Well,
like,
we saw it.
Just at the situation.
I'd be sorry.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
I'd be
I think
sorry.
that's a good description.
I'd
I'd
be
be salty.
sorry.
Like, come on, MVP. Like, what
God
the fuck?
damn,
Like,
nigga.
you can't get you in Canada.
Me not vaccinated. Go get the fucking needle, nigga.
Yeah.
That's me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm not vaccinated. I'm like, yo, man, go get the fucking, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're right. You're right.
You know,
But I mean, I respect him. Like, I respect. I mean, he said he grew up with holistic medicine. They never believed in vaccination, so on and so forth. You know, from when the vaccination first came out, everyone led to believe that it could stop you from catching it, it could stop you from spreading it. But then as we got more data,
Well, that's why I ain't get vaccinated. I believe in holistic medicine. You know.
sure you do. Way to bring that up now. But fine, if that's what you do, then all power to you. man.
Whatever's convenient.
Whatever you want to roll with. Right?
Whatever's convenient.
Make sure you don't pull that card out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, so he's to be a responsible public figure, he thought it would be. He kind of succumbed to the pressure. Like I'm in the public, I'm with the team, I'm gonna get the shot. Then he got one shot, still seeing everybody was catching it, spreading it. If you had the vaccination, or not, he was like, well, this goes against my beliefs. I don't really need to get the second shot now because it doesn't really.
It don't stop me.
It doesn't stop nothing.
No.
Now, again, some people say it does. I believe me being vaccinated when I did catch it helped me not have all the symptoms, especially being overweight and all the stuff that did. All I had was the cough. But that's just my personal opinion.
Matisse. Tune in to Superstars Podcast. I'm H, only one _H. Listen, if you need that car so you can get right and get on the court, it's going to cost you. Might cost you a lot, it might cost you a little.
Right. We're going to get you into Canada, bro.
I'll get you into Canada, Matisse. But are you one of these people that think if we lose this series is because he's not?
No.
Okay.
No. We lose because Nick Nurse is better coach than Doc Rivers.
Then Glenn, stop saying
My
he's
bad.
not a
It's
doctor.
habit.
He's not a doctor.
You're right.
I
It's
know.
a habit.
It's a habit.
It's a habit.
No, he's Glenn. We don't respect Glenn until he becomes Doc when we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and he better not blow a 2-1 deficit or a 3-1 deficit.
So let's go through the rest of the playoffs, right? So
Let's go.
we got Heat versus, let's just say Atlanta, right? We're gonna give them Atlanta. Who you got?
I got Atlanta.
You got
What
you
you
got
say,
the
son?
You
Say
got
it
the
with your
AC.
chest.
I like the Heat.
I got the Heat. What you got?
I got Atlanta.
Okay. All right.
They've been missing John Collins.
Hey, Soup, it's 3 niggas versus 1. We trash y'all.
No, 3-2, bro. Oh, I don't count.
No, 3-2. I'm fucked.
Damn, I don't count.
No,
Shit.
trash y'all here.
Three. So now we got the 2-7 matchup, which
Who's
is
that?
Boston versus Brooklyn.
I'll go last.
I don't think.
I'm going Boston.
I don't think Boston go.
I don't think Boston's scared of
I
Brooklyn.
don't think they're scared of them at all. I think they want them.
Yeah, I think.
Unlike
I
us.
think Tatum gonna put his balls on the table, and let them know who, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm going
I think
Boston.
ball. I'm listening. I shouldn't like Boston. I like Boston.
I'm like Boston.
Son, what you got?
Sorry, Brooklyn.
What you got?
Going Brooklyn.
I'm gonna stick with these young niggas, man. 'Cause they riding the wave. They know what's going on. I'm going Brooklyn, man.
So
I'm
far,
going Brooklyn,
we got a
man.
7 and an 8 in
Cause I'm
Davidson.
scared of them niggas. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't no sucker, but I'm scared of them.
Okay.
in
man.
Boston.
So,
I ain't scared of
so in
Boston.
3-6, we got Milwaukee and Chicago.
That's a strong.
That's
I
all
like,
right. Go ahead.
I like Milwaukee.
It'll be a stretch if it goes 5.
Hold on, let me hear my sucker. My sucker.
It's good. It's
Dre,
good.
who you got?
It's gonna be Milwaukee.
He like the Roses. He like the Roses.
No, go now.
He like the Roses.
Go now.
He like the
Why is this hard?
Who you want?
Oh, I think it's gonna be a sweep.
It's a
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Cuz, who you got? I'm Milwaukee. Son, who you got?
Chicago
He like the Roses.
You got the Bulls?
This
He
nigga.
like the
I'm gonna be
Roses.
different. I'm gonna be different.
No, you're the Rosen fan.
This nigga.
What?
You're the Rosen fan.
Alright,
It's
so
like
you,
Zach Levine.
are you taking Chicago or Milwaukee? Which one?
He said the Bulls. He got all.
What? No. What you said?
Oh, he's
Oh, all right, get out of here.
Is he a
He's
Bulls
trolling.
fan or something?
Nah, he just want to be different. He want to
Okay.
argue. You like
So we got the 4-5. We all know
Got
6 is
that.
Toronto. I'm saying Toronto.
I'm saying the Sixers.
Whoa, what you say?
I said Toronto. I told you. I'm not bullshitting. I stick to my guts.
Now, watch
I
this.
want to be wrong because I'm rooting for us to win the championship.
Oh, so you put your reverse psychology on. You just,
No.
You gonna hope we lose,
my
hope when we win?
heart is I'm a
They're
Sixers
not
fan.
hoping. He's saying he thinking that they.
Yeah, my heart is I'm a Sixers fan and we're winning. We winning every year. But if you asking me to talk with my basketball mind,
Your life insurance money. Who you
Toronto.
got? Okay. Son, who you got?
I don't like one. I'm gonna go with Toronto.
Toronto. It's 2. Cuz, who you got?
I'm going with the Sixers.
It said Sixers.
Sisters all day, man. We
Okay.
gonna handle this, man.
All right.
I can't believe y'all.
All right. So if we move to the next round, right? Compared to the group votes, then it's Sixers versus Atlanta because Atlanta got more votes, and it's Brooklyn versus the Bucks. So Sixers versus Atlanta. Who you got?
Time out, bro.
Yeah.
We can't even give these fans that right now. Let's go to the Western Conference
All right, you wanna go
first
Western?
round
So-
and then leave it alone
Okay,
for the next
I
round.
got you for next week.
We don't even
Okay,
give them that
okay,
because
all right.
it can get ugly.
Well, then I wanted to give the fans who our pick is for the champion. But if you wanna keep waiting,
Let's take it week by
okay.
week. They better be tuning in.
All right, you're right. So next week, so we'll go out to the West. We got the 1 seed,
Right,
Phoenix.
right.
8 seed is going to be between New Orleans and the Clippers.
Let's just say.
Pause before you say anything. Did you see my man C.J. McCollum last night drop another 30 piece?
I don't like that.
So you still think that's a fluke?
Yes.
What did it do to you?
You up in Lehigh? He was up in Lehigh. What you was doing? What you doing up in
You
Lehigh?
acting like he slid in some ideas.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I know he's not from here, but he went to Lehigh College.
Me and him might
You know what I'm
tag
saying?
the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Say no,
yeah. Like in your younger days, you
So
was
my younger
CJ?
days, me and him might have
That's
tagged.
true.
I might have.
I just keep pointing him because remember I was camping hard for him for that Ben
I
Simmons
was
trade.
too.
And the version of Harden that we got does not look like the version we wanted. Not saying I wasn't happy when you got Harden. I'm just saying CJ balling. But okay, 1 Phoenix, 8 is either going to be New Orleans or Clippers. Let's just put the Clippers in, right? We think. All right, it doesn't matter. I don't care who it is.
Because Zion might play.
I don't think no.
Yeah, let's put the Clippers in that
Yeah,
joint.
whatever.
This might be
It
wrong.
doesn't matter
Let's
who
say
they play. Phoenix is getting them out of there.
All right, so Phoenix.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
If Kawhi Leonard play, I'm taking the Warriors.
Kawhi not.
He's not. So we taking Phoenix. All right, Phoenix.
I'm going Phoenix.
All right, Phoenix not.
So he wanna back out. So you're not gonna pick nobody.
I'm
I'm
going
going
Clippers
Phoenix.
if
I'm going
Kawhi.
Phoenix.
We can't say if. It's
Right,
Clippers.
But no, it's possible though.
No, right now
He
we
ain't
pick-
gonna be ready
It's
by
Thursday,
Sunday.
bro. They
Play
play this weekend.
Sunday.
Pick a team. We don't know
Oh,
nothing.
Yeah, okay, I'll go Phoenix.
All right, thank you. Son.
Yeah.
All right, Phoenix unanimously.
Yeah, Phoenix. That's-
Stay out of here. Next.
So we got the 7 seed is Memphis.
Right.
The 7 seed is Minnesota.
2 seed.
2 seed is Memphis. The battle of the young guns. I think this might be my favorite series to watch as a basketball fan with all the young talent. Right? You got Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell versus Ja and Desmond Bain. It's going to be a fun series.
Did you just get excited like Pat Bev and think they was going
I mean, I ain't popping
You
what
wanna
you.
jump on the
I ain't
stand
drinking
and
what
cry.
you be drinking before you jump
Hey,
into the
man,
pot.
hey,
I'm just saying,
man.
from a basketball
Hey,
standpoint,
man.
you know when the college basketball tournament comes out and you just see like a 7-10 seed of some underrated team. You can't wait to see that one. That to me is what it is. Like, you know, everyone knows who Ja
is
is.
balling, yo.
Ja's balling, but I still don't think they know about the rest of the team. You know, as well as I follow basketball, you know what I'm saying? That with Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson. And Minnesota's just a fun team to watch. I still think Memphis is going to handle them easy, but I just think it's going to be a fun series to watch.
It will be exciting.
So I'm picking Memphis.
I'm going with you, Memphis. Memphis? Son?
No, okay.
Unanimous.
3-6 is.
There we go.
Let me make sure I got this right. 3-6 is Golden State versus Denver.
Let's go.
Come on. That's easy.
I'm coming to your side. I'm riding with the light skins. I'm going all Golden State. I think Steph will be back. Draymond will come back. Denver plays no defense. I don't care what the metrics say about Jokic and shit. He don't play no defense. Jamal Murray's not coming back. Porter's not coming back. I'm going Golden State.
I said,
Who?
Chef Curry.
Oh, Golden State. What you say, Kat?
Golden State. As much as I hate to admit it.
Warriors? Let's go Warriors, man.
Well, why you letting them sway your opinion?
They're not swaying my opinion. I just know that's a reality. Denver ain't shit. And I don't want to say Denver for the fact that Jokic is possibly about to become the MVP over Embiid again.
Right. And
he don't deserve it. But we're going to move on. We'll get to that soon.
4 versus 5 matchup in the West. Dallas versus Utah. And remember, if you tuned in last week, Utah got 2 of my players that I feel like might be on the move in the offseason, whether it be Gobert or Mitchell. Utah, Dallas, I'm worried about the calf injury for Luka. I'm going to upset and pulling Utah out to win.
Is that an upset?
Well, Utah's the 5.
Okay. Cuz, who you got?
Utah and who?
Utah and Dallas.
Dallas. Luka, the white sensation.
The next
The European sensation.
Luka been balling, yo. I like Dallas.
Dallas.
Who you got, son?
Luka Magic.
Who you say?
Luka.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Dallas, so.
I'm right with these guys. I'm going Dallas.
Yeah, okay.
Upset.
Let's put, we're
I
going to mark
think
that one. I'm the only one that picked Utah.
He's right, but I think the chemistry.
And I love Donovan, but it's just.
Yes.
I think the chemistry
Luka
between
just been.
I think, but I
the
don't.
chemistry between Mitchell and Gobert is going to come to show itself, and it's going to affect.
I think that calf injury is worse on Luka than what people are making it seem to be. So that is the deciding factor. If it was a full healthy Luka going in, if he didn't get hurt a couple days ago, then I probably would pick Dallas. But that calf strain, I'm going to say it's going to limit him a little bit, and I'm riding with
I
Utah.
think he'll shoot him up, whatever I shoot him up with, he will go out there and ball.
So we were talking. So that's all of our picks right there. That's all of our picks for round 1. We will revisit this next week. By that time, it'll be a couple games deep into each series. We'll be able to give our our analysis of each series.
He's a smart guy.
Right, and we'll be able to see who's looking right on the picks. But like you mentioned when we brought up Denver's name, how does everybody feel about Jokic probably about to get this MVP over Embiid?
See, I already told y'all if that happens, I ain't even watching it. I'm not watching nothing. I'm boycotting.
Okay.
So I'm dead serious. I ain't watching nothing. I'll be on the pod, but I won't stick to the basketball stuff.
I hope you be in the pod.
Yeah.
When we get to the Eastern Conference Finals, us are all going to the game, and we're going to fucking Instagram live this shit. We're going to put that podcast live from the seats. I'm telling you, we're going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Okay.
Why you don't want to watch this man? What you say? You're not watching the game no more if he don't get MVP?
If they don't get MVP, yeah.
What if we go to the Eastern Conference Finals? You're not watching.
You know they won't announce it if you still in the second round.
I don't even care.
So you're not gonna watch? Are you gonna watch the first round until you hear?
Yeah, until we hear. Yeah,
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
How you feel about Jokic getting it?
I hate it. Like I said, I'm not taking it to the extreme. If you don't get it, I'm not gonna not watch us get to
You
the
don't
Eastern
stand for
Conference
nothing, then,
Finals.
bro.
No, I do stand for something.
Bro.
I'm not gonna not
bro.
watch my team get to the Eastern Conference Finals where I think they deserve to be and they're going to be. But I think if Jokic get it, it's strictly because people, not the computers, but the people, will always hold the process against Embiid. And I think that sucks. It is what it is, but if you don't get it, that's why I think it is.
Now, when you said that last week, I'll let you finish your thought. Elaborate on that when you say they hold the process against them.
So I think when you look at all NBA teams and all the writers around our country, I think people frowned upon the fact that we tanked to get Embiid and tanked to get Simmons. They didn't like the way we did it. So I think that no matter how much success these guys may have, they're going to always want to put a stain next to their name and say, well, you wouldn't be there or have it if this team didn't do X, Y, and Z. I don't necessarily agree with it.
No, I'm just saying, but that is striking against the ownership or that striking against the player because what they have to do with 40 and 10.
I get you. I'm with you on that. But I think that they don't like the process, so obviously the player becomes.
So Embiid is a representation of the organization, right? And
he becomes part of it.
The people that vote on the MVP are the news writers, are the columnists, are those type of people that wrote the articles bashing the Sixers for doing what they did. So they're never going to give the equal props because they feel like it was a tainted way of them building the team.
That's it.
I think that's what the point is.
Not to say he don't deserve it. It's to say to slap the Sixers in the face.
But I mean,
we're
it's
not
not
going
even
to lie.
far the writers is like who's entertaining these ideas because I still feel like they don't have to do what he do on the court.
Right, but it's almost
like if you want to take
it's
like
element.
baseball,
you're
bro.
Trying to right. It's the baseball. You're trying to analyze
baseball,
the human element. You're trying to remove the human element of it. But some of these writers are so focused on being right in their opinion nowadays that they're going to stick to their opinion even if it's wrong.
Understand this, cuz.
Because a lot of people really think it was a stain on the league what the Sixers did.
And for the league to allow it.
Right, for the league to allow it on top of how were certain general managers and coaches allowed to lose and not be held accountable while the other people were getting fired because they were having bad teams or coaching.
Think about this, cuz you got a writer who's a sports beat writer. He gets to be a man to elect who this and this and that. He's some dorky ass dude who never had no control or power in his life. He feels like he got all the power in the world to dictate whether this man gets an MVP. He abuses his power. They're not using logic that you're using when he got 40 and 12 and averaged it over 12 games or whatever. They're looking at it like, oh, what he did was a stain. I'm this dorky kid. Look at numbers, analytics.
And he embraced it.
I don't like it.
Embiid embraced the process.
Embiid embraces the
He
process.
calls
Preaches
himself
on
that.
it. So these guys who got this power, who never had power in their life, they flexing it at the wrong time on the wrong guy for the wrong thing. He's going to hurt Embiid because he didn't like what the Sixers did. Like you said, what do they got to do with Embiid? Yeah. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, but because, like you said, he represents the 76ers, he's not going to allow them to get it.
So with that being said, y'all will still continue to patronize basketball.
Yeah, I'm watching. You
because
crazy.
I'm not.
We're going against the
that's fine.
That's talk about this.
That's an individual award. That's not a stain on the sport. That's
that is a stain on the
they
sport.
can't vote the Sixers to not win the championship.
No, that is a stain on the sport though.
Cause you barber of the year. You barber of the year and you get gagged every time by this Jewish dude up the block up red line who ain't really shit. You don't feel no kind of way?
See, that's apples and oranges.
So should I stop getting my hair cut because you ain't winning?
But that's apples and oranges because.
No, I mean it is, but I'm just trying to find a way to.
That's not one of the worst analogies I've ever heard you do.
What I'm saying is,
excuse me, y'all.
It's a stain on the individual award. It's not a stain on the sport because the writers don't affect who wins the championship.
That's
the ultimate award.
I think it's a stain on all of it.
See, but so also why I go against that, the reason why I'm not staying is because, of course, I'm an Embiid fan. I'm rooting for Embiid to win MVP. Let's not act like what Joker is doing or what Giannis is doing is not MVP caliber. We just think
Embiid played better this year, though.
But that doesn't, like, every year the best player doesn't get the MVP award. We talked about this last week.
Yeah, but
Jordan should have got it every year he played.
But bro, he got robbed last year. He don't. I don't want him to get out of
the robbed last year.
I don't think he got robbed last year.
He didn't play enough games.
I don't think he didn't play enough games.
All right, did he play enough games this year?
This is what I'm saying.
He's going to get robbed this year for sure.
But this is what I'm going to say.
But it's the analytic geeks that's going to give Joker, and we can get it after you make your point.
No, but what I'm saying to y'all is. All the points we talked about last week about who got it, who didn't get it, and what we were unhappy when we had it was none of this type of shit that involved. You know what I'm saying? About the process.
There's always
and how
politics involved.
We didn't discuss none of it.
I mean, but
I brought it up.
There's always politics.
I'm some of the politics of.
They used to use Shaq's sides against them, right? For a long time, they tried to use LeBron's sides against them, right? They like everyone was so used to Mike winning 65 games a year that when Utah did it, it was surprising. So let's give it to Karl Malone or Barkley or whoever got it. There's always politics involved.
No, but that's a different type of politics because we politicking. They politicking how a team acquired a player.
See, he bringing up like what we said, the process.
Right, but it's
You know what I'm saying?
No, I
they
get it.
penalizing us because of the process.
No, it's not us because you still watching ball after this shit go down.
Because they can't.
They
don't
penalizing
affect
me.
We're watching the game to see who wins the championships.
They're penalizing me.
Like so, if you're only focused on the MVP, then you should stop watching after game 82 every year.
No, fuck the chip. Fuck the chip. If things not going the right way, that's the problem with America, yo.
Oh no, I'm not letting him get away. I'm not letting him get away.
I ain't letting my.
I'm not. Yeah, right. Like that.
By any means necessary. You know what I'm saying?
No, but to kind of steer away from.
Y'all tripping, right?
No, you tripping on this one.
Tripping, yo.
You tripping. Like, you're not going to watch the rest of the playoffs
If I think something wrong going down, I boycott.
Hey, cuz, if
right,
you
but
find out tomorrow Embiid don't get the MVP, you're not watching the playoffs?
I'll be on the pod with y'all, and I bet you when y'all talk about basketball, I won't say shit. I'll be right here until y'all talk about something else. Y'all can talk about Rihanna Baby, whatever y'all want to talk about, slaps, all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anything basketball related, I ain't saying that.
Let's bet some money on it.
Alright.
no, I believe him. I believe him. The problem is I just don't understand him. Right? Like, I believe that he won't talk about it, and I believe he won't watch. I just can't comprehend it because I don't see it from that point of view.
You're not gonna just keep robbing people, yo. You're not gonna keep doing
But it's an individual award.
So
again,
does this
Joker's
black and white with
It's not like
Is this black and white with you?
It's not like they're
Oh, so it became racial.
It's no not a black and white. I'm talking about there's no black and white form. It's right and it's wrong. There's no gray area with this.
But Joker's not having a bad season. They're not going to give it. It's not like.
Have it better.
I agree, but what I'm saying is he's the first person to ever had 2,000, 1,500 in the season.
All that, but he ain't doing
No, but right again, I'm agreeing with you. I agree, Embiid should get the award, but we're not going to act like Giannis and Joker have not had MVP.
12 games of 40 and 10.
Okay.
It's better than what both of them niggas did.
So now you got me here wanting to defend Joker.
Don't defend them
I'm
niggas.
not.
And then don't say nothing else.
I'm not going to let y'all just throw me.
Let us throw dirt.
I want to throw dirt. I want to
Where's this podcast
I want to throw dirt on the fact of what's going to get him the MVP, which is the fake analytic stats that these young dorks.
No, fuck that.
You're right.
They ain't better than him.
He's not. He's not.
None of them niggas.
No. Well, Giannis.
None of them niggas is better.
Giannis. You got a little conversation with Giannis right
He
there.
can't hit threes better than Embiid. That's why Embiid's better. Let's go. I got you. I stumped you. I stumped you.
Sure
I gave him a body shot.
You sure about that? Because you know I'm going to pull numbers up. You sure this percentage? They're about the same, bro.
Who got better?
They're about the same number.
If Embiid has 1% better, I'm telling you who's better.
What if playing? Okay.
Who's better?
What if I tell you Giannis has more rebounds than Embiid, even though Embiid is bigger and stronger?
See, rebound wasn't my argument. I was going 3-point because I know Giannis can't shoot. I know Giannis can't shoot, so I'm going 3-point. I ain't saying Giannis can't rebound.
So now you sound like the people that are voting for Joker.
See, but now
going off the analytics.
you Johnny Cochran Giannis.
No, I ain't Johnny Cochran.
You see this, cuz?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, the fuck out of here! Like
Robert Shapiro, Johnny Cochran, all over here.
Somebody needs to be the. You know what I mean? But it's the analytics that's going to get Joker this day.
Yeah.
Because there's so many analytical stats that says Joker is better than Embiid, even defensively, and it's the way that the analytic is it's the formula.
But
right?
what your eyes tell you?
Oh no, my eyes tell me Embiid is better for sure, absolutely for
He's
sure.
never gonna get one, yo.
This is his best year.
Yeah,
I mean, it's crazy.
Playing the way he played with the numbers he put up this year.
Yeah,
You think he was on another team when he got it?
Nah. Because if it wasn't the process wasn't involved, I guess maybe he would. Since it's all about the
I
process.
think if it was another team, he might have got one.
Nah.
The process.
I'm telling you, the analytic geeks love Joker. It is. It's just what it is. And if you look at the formulas and a lot of these statistics, again, I'm not taking away from how great Joker was, but a lot of these analytic stats that say Joker is just as good defensively as Embiid it's so rebound heavy, right? So analytic stat geek says, rebounds are super important because if you grab a defensive rebound, that's one less possession that your opponent had, right? And if you grab an offensive rebound, then that's one more possession your team has, right? So if we add this all up and we look at it, Joker is much better. The problem is we go to your point, H, is what do your eyes tell you? Where my eyes tell me that Embiid is so good defensively that when other teams run pick and rolls, Joe actually covers the picker out to the 3-point line and requires Tobias and everybody behind him to help him rebound because he is guarding the point guard out to the 3-point line. If you watch Denver, all they do is run a drop defense. So whenever they put Jokic in a pick and roll, Jokic automatically falls back towards the basket and gives up the free shot.
Yeah.
So he's there to rebound. On top of the fact that as much as we hated the light-skinned boys in Brooklyn, as well as we have Harden now, Embiid has always played with point guards that rebound very well. Ben used to average 7-8 rebounds from the point guard position.
Easy.
Harden is up to 6 or 7 rebounds. So Jokic is not battling his own teammates for rebounds. So if you watch the game, like you said, Ace, you'll see the defense he's not really playing defense. He's not a rim protector.
He cherry picking.
He cherry picks on defense. So that's where some of the analytics stats I feel are overblown that the people on TV want to fight for and for Joker saying, well, you look at some of the defensive metrics, he's actually better than me. No, the fuck he's not. Not even close.
I just hate the fact that they even got to come down to some fucking analytics or some fucking.
But I mean, and that's the problem because of how good we are in a new generation of basketball where there are so many good players.
Take it back to where we gonna judge what we see. Like
That always didn't work, right?
Huh?
That always didn't work.
No,
But
but
we've seen Shaq was the best.
no. I understand that didn't always work, but it's better than us putting numbers and all this other stuff into the equation because it's like
I think it's almost like baseball, right? Everything can't be one-sided. Everything can't be analytics. Everything can't be
That's
old school
fair.
eye test. It has to be somewhere in
That's
the middle,
fair. That's
right?
fair.
And I just think now we're heading towards too much towards the analytics side.
right. So it feels
So
too
it has
heavy.
to-
It feels
yeah,
too
right,
heavy
yeah,
one sided.
right,
So we
right.
gotta get a balance. But either way, we all feel like Embiid's gonna get robbed, and if he get robbed, Soupa's boycotting. He won't know about the finals, and our future shows he won't be able to discuss nothing. So
So in 2 weeks, we are 2 weeks away from the NFL draft,
yeah,
right? Moves are still being made. Sammy Watkins signs today with Green Bay.
for $4 million.
So Rodgers gets a little weapon. Any
Fuck,
update from the
barely helping.
Tampa Tribune and what's going on?
No, I ain't got no update, man. I've been part of my life. Tampa Tribune, a couple bodies down there. Them niggas down there wilding.
They wilding down there. Any
It's been sunny last couple of days, little rain.
I'm not even being smart. What number you got to pick? 26, 24, something like that? Do you have an individual position that you want the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to address?
It's a long pause, bro.
No, because
Long
I think
pause,
we
bro.
need. I think we need a little bit of help on the O line.
Okay.
We need another tackle or guard, specifically
Yeah, that need a lot.
specifically on the right side. We need a defensive guy. I think a corner.
That's a lot.
No, we don't need a lot. Chill out. That's all we need. So if I get my way, I get me a corner.
Okay, Gordon.
Yeah.
Any thoughts for you, Sue, for the Eagles? Get your cousin some help. That's pretty much
We
it.
need a lot.
We need a lot. We absolutely need a lot.
We need a lot.
We got two, right?
We got two. We got
We did a second move.
It's a J. Cole and 21 Savage song. We need a lot.
We need a lot.
A lot.
What about you? You got any route that you want the Eagles to take with this draft?
Either use one of them first to trade for a receiver, or go receiver and corner, or receiver
That's
and
two his
linebacker.
mustache.
I kind of, as much as I love offense, I kind of think I want the Eagles to go defense with both of our picks. Like, give me an edge rusher in the corner, right?
Yeah.
I think the receiver depth this year is really good. Although, yes, I love the receivers that are in the top, but I still think you can get a really good receiver in the second round. I'm still old school a little bit, right? I grew up under Buddy, right? So defense is always going to be first in my heart. And watching the Eagles defense get shredded for like the last 15 years, it's just sickening.
Especially when they got shredded against y'all.
Right. Like, it's just,
So let's get to your first. You got the two picks.
Yeah.
You.
yeah,
Eat Cross.
yeah.
Call.
I need an edge rusher, so I'm hoping that Jermaine Johnson from Florida State is there, right? And I need a corner, right? Forgive me for not knowing this dude's name, but it's from Washington. Corner from Washington. They're both mocked, like, obviously everyone reads monsters this year. They're both mocked to be around where we pick at. There's also a couple good receivers there. I'll never be mad at picking receivers, especially if Jalen Rager and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside still on my team. But I just think there's enough wide receivers. Like, they don't have to be good to replace those
Did they
guys.
sign receiver? What's his name?
We signed the dude from Indianapolis.
The hurdle jumper?
Oh no, so yeah, so
Pascal, right?
no, we signed him from Indiana,
From the Colts.
But we also signed. So we went to Oregon's pro day, and there was a guy that played with Mariota at Oregon. He's a track and field guy. He also played football. When his college career was over, he went to run track for the Olympics. Right now he's done that. He's trying to get into the NFL. He had a workout at Oregon. We signed him after that practice.
So that's dumbass Howie.
I mean, right, trying to be smarter than everybody else. But
I'm ahead of the curve.
I think he's just signed him to see if he can be special teams. So we really don't have no punt or kick returner either. We had Jalen Rager back there, and that should tell you all.
I'm gonna go back. You said you want to
line back.
You value it.
You're right. You're not wrong. That's the
No, we need a linebacker.
I was going to say you value a DN over a linebacker. You want to pass?
So I don't think. So
your first pick shouldn't be linebacker.
it should, but I'm going to give you my opinion. There's a big drop off because sometimes he don't be letting me go. Like he be battling me before I even give my answer.
He's like, yo.
Yeah, right. So to me, as I do my own personal scouting on the draft, there is 2 top 10, top 12 linebackers. I don't think either one of them will be there when we pick. The next rated linebacker to me is not good enough to pick at 15 and 18. Now you want to move up to get Kobe Dean from Georgia or Devin, what's his name? Devin Lloyd from Utah. I'll be super happy.
We need a linebacker.
Bad. Yeah, you're right. And they're both bad linebackers. I think bad as in they're both like nasty dudes. Yeah. I just don't think they'll be there when we draft. So do we need a linebacker? Sure. But if those linebackers are not available, then give me another edge rusher. Because to me, we only this is Graham's last year, right? This is so. And they got I can't believe that we re-signed Derek Barnett.
Did they re-sign Cox?
Yes, he's D-tackle.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but we re-signed Derek Barnett, so
we can get more flags.
Right, right.
To consider their drive.
So I'm thinking future. We'll have Josh Sweat, we'll have Hassan Reddick, and then whoever we draft in the first round.
Yeah, more late hits.
Right, bro. I try to forget we even made that move.
Yeah, more
like that's
holds,
how
more.
My man has more penalties than sacks.
I've been wondering, like what goes on, like in these locker rooms. Do you think that they like real close to these people, like behind the scenes, so like a personal relationship or something? Cause like what is it?
So
what you think?
I think it's more of you're comfortable with what you know.
Okay.
Right. So he knows. Like to me, it seems like he knows he's going to draft a defensive end. So he doesn't want to tie up a lot of money or go out there and get somebody else from another team if you feel the long range plan is to build with your young guys.
Gotcha.
Right? So Josh Sweat's only going into his 4th year. Reddick's only going into his 4th or 5th year. Mm-hmm. So if you draft another first round guy, then those will be your next 3 guys for the next 7, 8 years.
Gotcha.
You know what Barnett does. Barnett knows the system. He'll be a rotational guy. And you're really focused on the pass rush from these other younger guys. That's my thought process.
Yeah.
It only seems like, but to your point, it only seems like Philadelphia teams do that.
Yeah.
Like I don't see other teams but the Phillies will always sign one of their guys back. The Flyers will always sign one of their guys back.
And I'm like, there's dudes that I'm like, it was so many drives last year that I was like, okay, we got a sack, and it's like.
No, we
first
don't.
down.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or we got a 3rd down stop, like the secondary man play.
Then he'll hit the quarterback in the back of his head or something. I'm like, what's up with this boy?
The quarterback will be going to the sideline, play me over, he'll still go try to hit him. So yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, is he high? Is he dumb? Like, what's wrong?
Probably all of them. But so that's my thing. Like, I think I would love one of those 2 linebackers. I just don't think they'll be there when we
won't be there. Yeah, we definitely need them.
Yeah. So that's my thought on the draft.
So if you get your DN, you won't make it a point to get a linebacker before a corner?
No, we actually had no second because Steven Nelson just signed with you.
You actually had no linebacker either.
No, I mean we linebacker. No, we do.
Huh?
No, we do.
Tell me they need to play. That's all the shit outside.
We do have a linebacker. We signed Kaiser White from San Diego, so we signed a linebacker.
Okay.
Right? We signed a good one from the Chargers.
You like him?
I like him. Yeah, I do like him.
I don't know too much about him.
Again, coming from the Eagles, he's already better than anybody else we have on the team, right? He's one of those hybrid. Like he came out of college as a safety. And because of the way the NFL is going, he kind of grew into a linebacker, you know what I'm saying? So he's more of that kind of linebacker. Again, I would love Dean or Lloyd in the draft. I just don't think they're going to be there. So at some point in time, yes, we're going to draft another linebacker. It's just we have so many picks. We have 11 picks this draft, and I think we have 10 already next year. Right?
I just hope we don't fuck that bag up for y'all.
Who?
Howard.
Of course he is.
It's a lot in that bag, man.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
If y'all come out with 4 quality players out of 11 picks,
yes.
That's good.
And I would love them all to be on defense. Because the offense is, The offense, if you take away the quarterback, the offense is only one receiver away from being a really good offense. Miles Sanders is a really good running back. Dallas Goedert is probably top 7 tight end. You know Devontae Smith is only going to continue to get better.
Metcalf, y'all can't make a play. What do you want?
I don't think
What
they're
they
not
want?
training. They're not. Well, I don't
I
think
thought there was a rumor that he was trying to get out of there.
That's what I'm saying. It's nothing but
A rumor.
like people on blogs.
Okay.
Once they traded Russell Wilson, then just the blogs went crazy. Oh, that means DK's not going to want to be there.
Okay.
Then all the the hot takes. Well, what does it take to get him? So it's like, of course, we have everything we need to get him. They don't
I
want to trade
thought I
him.
heard somewhere there was a rumor, a 2nd round pick and
So here's the crazy thing, right? If you look at all the wide receiver trades that have happened, no matter how they've been formulated and given to the team,
right.
every team has a trade chart, and each draft pick are worth a certain amount of points, and all the GMs kind of go by this chart. Every single receiver that has been traded has equaled just the 13th pick in the draft. So even though Miami gave up 2 1s or whatever for Tyreek and all that shit, and even though Vegas gave up all that for every single trade for receiver has only equaled the 13th pick in the draft. If you add up the value of the trade. Now again, you're like, oh my God, they got first this year and first next year and 2-2 and it sounds crazy. But you add up the values of the picks, it's only been the 13th pick. The problem is the money that has come along with the trade. The deals that have been given to the receivers after the trade.
Right.
So do we have enough to trade for DK? Absolutely. Because it's the equivalent of 13. The only problem is you might have to pay more for DK because DK is actually 3 to 4 years younger than every single receiver that was traded. So he's about to hit his prime. These other guys are already in the middle of it and only going to work on, potentially going lower. So if Devontae Adams, who we all agree could possibly be the best receiver, and if he's not number 1 on your list, he's probably number 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
He would only equal the 13th pick in the draft. But he's also 29 or 27, something like that. Same thing with Robert Woods is 31? I think Robert Woods is 31. Tyreek Hill is 27 or 28. DK is just about to enter his year 24 season. So you might have to give up more on the quote-unquote draft chart.
I got you.
What's wrong?
Nah, I'm waiting for someone else to chime in.
We get everything.
We just need a lot. I ain't really got too many more to say.
I need a fucking punter too. I'm
not trying to be funny.
We need a punter too. The kicker was great. We need a punter too.
We need a quarterback.
Well, I was going to touch you.
I'll say it, bro.
I was going to touch you.
I'm going to hope whoever the hell he working out with is that it come back and we see some changes because we need a lot.
Yeah.
We need a lot. I need a lot, bro. So
y'all need a quarterback in Tampa Bay?
No, we just. I think we need a better running back than Lenny, or another running back besides Lenny. I'm gonna put it like that. I don't know if Giovanni Bernard.
We need backs too. We need anything.
That one rookie. That was right.
Vaughn, I listen. I'm trying to win a chip, bro.
What, you Doc? You can't play the young guys?
No, I can play, but I ain't got time for. I'm like Tom Brady. My patience is short, man. I ain't got time for mistakes.
I mean, you got 2 vets and then you got your young boy.
I think if Giovanni Bernard plays, we good. So I think he was showing me something in the playoffs.
We on the running back conversation. So I don't know how much input you have on this, but because I know you're not an Eagles fan, but we're going into year 4 of Miles Sanders, right? Is this the year he gets an extension, or do we draft his replacement? Because he's a 2nd round pick. He has 1 year left in the deal. Me either. I think it's time to draft his replacement. And the crazy thing is, what is that? What is that?
He told
No, you going against the grain?
He said going against the grain on the Jones. Said, nigga, I'm about to do some magic tricks in this shit. Cause you want to be 20.
Yeah.
No, we want to be triplets in the
Triplets up in here.
Ball heads and bears.
Ball head gang.
We'll change the name of the pod. Balls and Bears.
Balls and bears.
Balls and Bears. But yeah, no, I think it's time to like Miles. It's like you can see the flashes, but it's just not there consistent.
It's not there no more.
So I just think this might be the year. Look out with one of those.
Would you not resign him?
I would resign. I would resign him, but I also would draft another person to be there ready.
One year with
I wouldn't give him no big money.
Yeah, 1 year with some incentives.
Yeah.
Would you give him a 3-year deal? No.
Hell no. 1 year with some.
I would give him a 3 year, depending on what the total guarantees are.
Gonna be, yeah.
3 year, $35 million.
Nah, that's too much.
35.
I'd rather bring Brown home. I'd rather bring Swift home. For all that.
Yeah, you gotta bring shit on.
Get Barkley somebody. What the hell?
Yeah. Huh?
That's what I want.
Well, Barkley?
Yeah.
Next year.
Well, I mean, Barkley's going to be asking for $1 million.
Oh, he's not. He's been hurt.
Okay. He might be hurt, but everyone's going to go off of what he can be if he's not hurt. And then you're going to be looking like Christian McCaffrey and Ezekiel Elliott with all that money tied up in your salary cap for a running back that game like shit. Tony Pollard should be the starter in Dallas right now.
He needs to be.
Right. So I'm not big on those big contracts for the running back.
That's
So
tough.
as much as I love Saquon and I put you on to Saquon because I watched him at Penn State as a freshman, I'm not willing to give out big bucks for if the first thing we need to give up big bucks for is replace the quarterback. So I'm trying to save all money.
It's next year.
What do you mean next year?
Next year.
I mean, but we have to have the draft capital to get up there.
Yeah.
We gotta lose the games to get there too.
We gotta lose enough.
We will.
You gotta lose enough to get up there.
Yeah, we will.
We got two
You
picks.
turning your back on your cousin already? He ain't it, bro. I tried to tell you.
No,
I tried to tell you in the beginning. He ain't
No,
it.
it wasn't that. It was the Tampa Bay game.
Okay.
The Tampa Bay game was bad.
Okay. Yeah.
Bad. That was like the first game that I felt was really bad.
And it was a lot on him.
Like he looked like he didn't belong in the NFL.
Okay.
That was the first time that I saw him that I said he don't like he belongs.
Right.
It was bad.
Talking about not belonging, you think Will Smith's 10-year ban from the Academy was warranted?
They had to do that to save face.
Okay.
They had to do that to save face. They had to.
What y'all feel
But I think they should ban her and him.
What y'all feel
They
about
should
the
get
thing
banned
that
banned as a
Jada-
family.
What's the thing about Jada said since then?
I mean,
Yeah, I touched it. What, H?
Harry hater.
let the clip loose, H.
Nah, shit.
I loaded your clip up.
Jada Pickett, you ain't shit.
Harry hater.
Jada Pickett, that bitch ain't shit, man. That nigga did all that, and she gonna sit there and say, I think you overreacted.
I don't need him to defend me.
I don't know. God, you
Did you ever
did.
see the video of her laughing though? After the slap?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, that other side angle, yeah.
It's like,
Hey, cuz, fuck it. Laugh at the fact he got slapped, but don't go in there and say you ain't need me to do this. I go up here thinking I'm protecting your honor, your name, and then you gonna sit there and shoot me down by making me look like I'm fucking crazy.
But
Like I was wrong.
What have I been saying the whole time we've been shooting the pie, what all this stuff is about?
Money?
Yeah, she ain't messed up her bag.
What bag do she have? Her bag is little
That red table bag.
compared to his bag.
No.
His lunch money is her
You
fucking
still
red
not-
table bag, bro.
You see, you still talking about quantity. It's still the fact that she has a bag that she don't want to mess up. So that's why she threw her husband under the bus.
Right.
That's bad.
That's the
That's
industry,
bad.
bro.
Y'all
Nobody
think he should
stands
leave?
for
Y'all
nothing.
think he should leave? Y'all think he should
You
get
should
out?
leave her, yo.
I mean, we felt like he should have left
A long time ago.
7 Augusts or
7 August, so there you go.
If a man do something to disrespect your wife or what you deem it disrespectful, you handle your business and she tell you, I think you overreacted. What's your next reaction?
See, I'm a different type of boy.
What's your next reaction?
I'm a mollywopper. Say, no, I'm playing, yo.
We do not condone
No, I'm joking,
like
yo.
domestic
I'm
violence
joking.
on the
That's a
Superstars
joke
of
sport.
Sports
That's a
podcast.
joke, y'all. But me and my wife would definitely have a problem if I throw myself.
Yeah.
It be some
If I put
furniture
myself
getting
out
moved
there.
around in this motherfucker, man. No,
You
I'm
just
just
put out the
saying.
disclaimer.
I ain't hitting nobody,
this-
but I
this
might
is
shake
why-
a little table.
But this is why I'm cutting you against the grain.
No, I might
His whole
shake
life
a-
is against the grain
No,
right now.
I might shake a little table. I might shake a little table, throw a little chair, because you're not going to tell me I just did what I did and risk everything and you didn't have to do that. That's please.
That definitely was
I'm
wrong.
sorry.
So H got his
Jason's lyric ass actor
Okay.
set it off as
All
your
right.
best fucking movie.
Okay.
You fucked the old head.
So
for
as we
college
begin to
shit.
wrap this up before H says anything,
I mean,
and you see this
I ain't gonna
beautiful,
say his name
beautiful
because of the
bottles
algorithm.
of wine on the table.
But we all know Ronnie.
Hit my man Soupa.
We know who Ronnie
The
is.
best wine in the city.
For some Philly
I'm
girls.
trying,
Ronnie.
I'm trying to get out of this H. I'm trying to get us out of here. Trying to get us home.
All right.
Trying to get us safe and
Trying
trying
to
to
land
get
the
us,
plane. Go
trying to
ahead,
get
land.
us
Go
not
ahead,
taken
you go
down
land.
from YouTube, right?
You go land,
You
you
see
go
this
land.
beautiful bottles of wine on the table. Hit up Soup in the DM. Best wine in the city. Makes it himself. It's absolutely spectacular. So please hit up Soup in the DM for his bottles of wine. He'll come to you. You come to him wherever you pick it up. Shout out to Spin Wax Radio every Friday morning and Saturday morning. You can catch our episodes. Check out our YouTube page, Superstars of Sports. Links are in all of our bios. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Put us on to your people. Each one teach one. We love each and every one of y'all.
And if Embiid don't get the
He watching y'all. He watching y'all. I'm gonna put the game on in the basement, so he gotta watch.